Hello friends, I'm Akash and this is your news of the week for the week of August 20th to August 26th, 2023. I'm Akash Cody and let's take a look at our first story of the week, and it is some big news. India has become the first country in the world to land a spacecraft near the south pole of the moon through the successful landing of the Chandrayaan-3 mission on August 23rd, 2023. India has also become the fourth country to land on the moon in general after the USSR, now Russia, the USA, and China. The Chandrayaan program of lunar missions was born at the start of the 21st century and is named after the Hindi word for mooncraft. India had previously sent an orbiter and an impact probe to the moon in 2008 under the Chandrayaan-1 mission. India also attempted to send a lander in 2019 under the Chandrayaan-2 mission before it crashed on the moon's surface due to a software glitch. But this time, the Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO, in charge of the mission, managed to fix this error, and they knew exactly what to do for this launch. So they launched it and it landed. The Chandrayaan-3 mission is comprised of two parts, the Vikram lander and the Pragyan rover. This is a historic moment for the Indian space program, and I hope that we'll be seeing many more great achievements for India in the space field coming up in the future. This comes during the 2023 BRICS conference between Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, 5 massively developing countries. This conference is taking place in Johannesburg, South Africa, and in the wake of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Russian leader Vladimir Putin was replaced with Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Speaking of Russia, let's take a look at our next story of the week. Yevgeny Prigozhin, the leader of the Russian paramilitary Wagner group, reportedly died in a plane crash according to Russian officials, alongside some of the Wagner group's most senior members. The Russian authorities would not reveal the reason for the crash, but the overwhelming speculation is that Russia was the one who shot the plane down. Prigozhin founded the Wagner Group in 2014 during the occupation of Crimea and Donbass, and they supported the government of Vladimir Putin for years. And during the invasion of Ukraine, the Wagner Group under Prigozhin committed various war crimes and were the only Russian force to make major advances at all, which I guess speaks to the state of the Russian military. Differences grew between Putin and Prigozhin, and eventually the Wagner Group declared a brief coup d'etat against the Russian government. Putin managed to quell this coup relatively quickly and allowed Wagner militia to move to neighboring Belarus. But somehow, Yevgeny Prigozhin, the founder of this very group, was allowed to stay in Russia, an enemy of both sides. And now, 2 months after the coup attempt, exactly 2 months after that coup attempt, Prigozhin is believed to be dead. And we're not sure about this yet, but about the crash, President Biden stated that there's not much that happens in Russia that Putin is not behind. And plus, the Ukrainian government themselves have put the blame on Russia, whether directly or indirectly, while Russia themselves have been attempting to deny that they were behind any of this, and that it was just an accident. This is a very suspicious situation, and although we haven't had complete proof that Prigozhin is actually dead, this is still important news. And hopefully we might be able to give you an update later in the week about what exactly is going on here. Let's take a look at our final story of the week, and that is that President Trump was booked in Atlanta this week for his 4th criminal indictment on charges of racketeering amid several others for his alleged attempt to change the result of the 2020 election in the state of Georgia. This all stems from a tape released by Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger of Trump asking him to find enough votes to win the state of Georgia. One thing spiraled into another, and now we have this criminal indictment against Trump at hand. For the first time, a mugshot was taken of President Trump alongside his co-defendants in this case. This mugshot photo was released to the public by Fulton County Jail in Atlanta and was also posted by Trump on Twitter in his first tweet in nearly a year. President Trump's campaign officials have attempted to take advantage of all of this to rally his supporters even more in favor of him. And seeing as he is still the lead candidate in the Republican nomination to this day, despite not even attending the Republican Party's first debate of the election season recently, it could turn out that Trump faces off against Biden once more in 2024. And that is all of your news of the week for the week of August 20th to August 26th, 2023. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon in another News of the Week. Goodbye.